Up next, the Pelicans taking on the Nets. For New Orleans, ranked 10th in the Western Conference, not what they'd hoped for. Presently outside the playoff picture, but certainly playing for pride. Nets, Pelicans. We'll be right back for the tip. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Adley LaForce reporting from the sideline. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Davis. And it's Thornton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New Orleans, this is a great East-West matchup, GA. These are big-time rivals.
There's no secret. This is a big one. The fans know it. The players know it. The fact that they don't play each other as often makes it even more intense.
Now here is Davis. Hicks kicks to McNeil. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Graham. Pelicans with the rebound. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time. Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Sevic, Graham defending. 4 on the clock. D2 from Anderson. Graham with the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Thornton. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Anderson, a screen on Graham. Pass to Grantham. Out of hand on it. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Murphy can't hit.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Here's McNeil. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Pass to Anderson. Outside, Murphy. Back to Anderson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Sevic, he's guarded by Thornton. Sevic, and the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Here's Thornton. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Anderson. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Clippers.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Here's Hicks. 6-point lead. Good on the 3-point shot. Graham's got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And checking out some numbers for Graham. It's been a magnificent season thus far, averaging 34 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Shot to stop the run. Good on the bucket.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes. But also, we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
Now here's Graham.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. And Thornton kicks to McNeil. Buries the long-range jumper.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here is Anderson following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Pass to Grantham. Over Davis. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against Cleveland.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Pass to Grantham. Here's Anderson. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Hicks. Scoreless thus far. Wants to get it off to Graham and does. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Anderson, a screen on Graham. Knocks it loose. In transition, here come the Nets. Chalk up 2 there. McNeil's got 7 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
And the Pelicans making a change. Carter's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Ross is checked in for Hicks. Now Carter. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Clippers. The three from Anderson. Knocks down the three ball. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Ross. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Out to Carter. Pass to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Carter. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by the Nets.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Davis with a screen on Carter. Now Davis. Here's McNeil. He has 7. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. Pelicans trail by 13. Here's Grantham. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Unable to get that one. Davis with some nice D. The Nets on offense. They're on a 20-7 run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McNeil's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Carter kicks to Anderson. A shot by Murphy. No one around. And again, no good by New Orleans. Ross passes to Graham. Here's McNeil. On the wing, Davis. Here's McNeil. He's guarded by Murphy. Outside for Davis. Here's McNeil. 12 points for him. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Pass to Graham. They shoot again. And it's good on the way in. He's got 9.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And they call an illegal screen here. And checking out some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting's been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Nets leading by 18. Now here's Graham. 32 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him. Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Carter against Graham. Carter dishes to Murphy. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Pass to Douglas. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Hey, yo, right here.
Out to the wing. Carter against Graham.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. High arcing shot. He lays it in. Graham's got 11 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Carter, the pass to Grantham. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Douglas setting the pick for Murphy.
Well, that's already his second foul. and that puts the coach in a tough position.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Hood's checked in for New Orleans. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Cummings is checked in. Here's McNeil. 9 points last game out. Pass to Cummings. It's Fields on the wing. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Now here is Carter. Hasn't made one yet. The shot's good from Douglas.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Pass to McNeil. Over Hood. It's intercepted. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's Carter missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's McNeil.
Oh, my goodness.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Carter looking around. Pass to Harrington. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponent and making them hesitant.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Woodson, and it's Cummings in at the 1. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Nets. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here is Carter. No scoring in this one. 5 to shoot. Releases. The rebound by Fields.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Here's McNeil, covered by Hood. McNeil kicks to Ross. Bucket is good. Ross has got his first bucket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. a switch here. Hicks is checked in. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Pelicans. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs.
And I think for New Orleans,
They find themselves in a difficult position, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, trying to answer their critics. Winning here at the end would go a long way towards that.
Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
It's Fields on the wing. Fades back. Rebounded by Douglas. The Pelicans have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Grantham. From deep, and McNeil pulls it down.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now here's Cummings. Here's the screen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Grantham.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for New Orleans, number 52.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Trying to end the drought. Rebounded by the Nets. To the paint. There's the steal. Sevic. He's guarded by Cummings. Back to Carter. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's McNeil. 16 points for him. Fields against Harrington. And it's blocked. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Number 1, the Nets.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
New Orleans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Graham's checked in. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Saunders, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
That was your Pelicans dance team.
Fields with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against Cleveland. Graham in the corner. And the Nets miss again. Pelicans trail by 21. Pass to Grantham. Fires for three. And it's Woodson with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Graham kicks to McNeil. Over to the wing. Here's Hicks. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New Orleans got into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Grantham.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
So for the Pelicans, Douglas is checked in, and it's Anderson in for Carter. And a change for the Nets. Davis is checked in. Here's Grantham. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Just 2 to shoot.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
And that one falls for Fields. And both free throws good for Fields. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Now here's Graham. He's got 11. From the wing, that one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Davis. Here's McNeil. Back to Davis. The three. The three-pointer is right on target. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Grantham. Off the run. That one doesn't go. Davis with some nice D.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Pass to Hicks. It's Fields on the wing. Back to Davis. Here's Hicks from the arc. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Grantham passes to Murphy. Now Anderson. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Fields has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Graham surveying the floor. With the fadeaway. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Grantham. Just 5 to shoot. A baseline J, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Inside, here's Fields, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Grantham. Over Davis. Misses off the left iron.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
McNeil misses.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Anderson up top. He's got 5. Pass to Grantham. To end the drought. The rebound by Fields. Fields has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hicks kicks to Graham. Here's McNeil, defended by Anderson. McNeil misses. And so Murphy will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Anderson outside. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
The jump hook, indeed. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Douglas setting the pick for Murphy. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. Murphy's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Davis kicks to Hicks. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Back to Anderson. The rebound by Fields. Fields has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
No other way to put it. Scoring, he has not been helping at all.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here is Graham. He's got 13. Davis in the corner from downtown. Drills it from outside. Davis has got 10 points.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Brooklyn ahead, running away with it. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for being here. Let's kick things off with a check on the NBA Players of the Week. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Nothing off about this off guard. Don't call him a 2. He's been there 1.
Yeah, he's the man on the squad right now. Defensive scheme him every trip up the floor, and it makes no difference.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Brooklyn Nets.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
Man, what do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Out to the right wing. Here's Anderson, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Down low. Outside, Murphy. Clock at 6. Uncovered. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Hicks, and it's Davis in at the four-man position.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Now Anderson. Pass to Grantham. Anderson outside, looking to get back on track here, and that one good. Anderson's got 7 points. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Outside, Davis, back to Graham. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Anderson. He's got 7. Shoots the 3. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McNeil's shot's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Anderson. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Now here's Graham, 13 points in the game. Here's Thornton. Doesn't go that time. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Outside Murphy. Good on the triple. He's got 8.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Pass to Hicks. Back to Graham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Line for the Nets. Grant. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Here's Sevic. A three-pointer off the mark. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Graham with the ball. 15 points in the game. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Pass to Grantham. Here is Anderson. He's got 9. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Hicks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Pelicans have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, the NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Guys, back to you.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here is Anderson after the basket by Brooklyn. Outside Murphy. And the Pelicans miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Davis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Davis has got 12.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's Grantham. To the inside. 6 to shoot. And here's Anderson from the arc. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Graham from outside. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
To the wing right side. Sevic. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Hicks. 8 points for him. Pass to Graham. Outside for Davis. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Outside Murphy. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get bucked.
Outside, Davis. Back to Graham. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim. 12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to McNeil. To the middle. It's picked off. Here's the break. Anderson inside. Sevic, Graham defending for 3. And it's Grantham missing.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Pass to Thornton. Three-pointer, Graham. The rebound by Anderson. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called. A lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Now here's Graham. He's got 25, and it's Barkley missing. Inside, Ross with the steal. Carter against Graham. Over Carter. And the Nets miss again. The Pelicans shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Pass to Anderson. By Ross. Cummings, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here is Carter. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And it's Woodson with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now here's Hood. Nothing on the board. Carter with the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Cummings passes to Barkley. Now here is Fields. He's tightly guarded. 4 on the shot clock. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Anderson. Fields has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Right side Hood. Ross with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And there's Barkley. That's good on the assist from Ross. Ross has got 3 assists now in this one. 1:44 left in the third. Carter with a screen on Ross. Anderson passes to Grantham. Got a piece of it. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's going by Harrington. Hood against Cummings. Hood, the pass to Grantham. Here's Anderson. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Anderson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Ross. Fields a screen on Anderson. Now Cummings. Shot clock at 6. Now here is Fields. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And they pick up 2. Carter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting it.
And here is Ross. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Up top, Barkley. Pass to Woodson. And here is Ross. The 3. No good on the last second attempt there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Lewis, and it's Carter in a shooting guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Pass to Cummings. Here is Fields over Murphy. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Burnett shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Here's Cummings. And that one, good.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Harrington against Fields. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
The Pelicans shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. New Orleans moving the ball around, and he gets it to go.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Brooklyn has possession. Cummings dishes to Barkley. Pass to Ross. Back to Barkley. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. It's Fields on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Fields has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
Outside, Murphy. And Carter has it in the corner from past the arc. That shot missing.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pelicans with the rebound.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectories not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Left side, Murphy. There's the three. Here's Harrington. Shoots over Fields. And the Pelicans miss again. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Woodson. Back to Cummings. Throws it up high. And Fields kicks to Barkley. Deep 2 from Ross. Misses the jumper. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Carter with the screen. Outside, Murphy. Harrington with a screen on Cummings. Back to Murphy. To stop the drought. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He shot the ball 11 times.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Now here's Cummings. He's covered closely. Fields' shot is good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here is Carter. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And he has started to turn it on now after that slow start.
Fields a screen on Carter. Barkley the pass to Fields. Harrington with the rebound. New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Out to Carter. There's a good screen. Launches it. And it's Woodson with the rebound. Woodson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Fields. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Now Carter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Carter's got 10 points here in the second half.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Pass to Fields. Back to Ross. Fires for 3. No good. Shot missing.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a